Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today I am listening to yet another singer for the first time. This is Mahalini, and we are going to be watching her official music video for the song Sial. If you're new here, my name is Bethany, and I am a vocal coach, which means I like to pause and talk about technique throughout. So, here we go.
Sampai saat ini tak terfikir olehku. Aku pernah beri rasa pada orang sepertimu. Seandainya sejak awal tak ku yakinkan diriku. Tutur kata yang sempurna tak sebaik yang kukira. Andai ku tahu semua akan sia-sia, takkan ku terima cinta sesaatmu.
We're just going back to the beginning. I hear now why I had so many requests to do this reaction. What a gorgeous tone. I want to go all the way back to the beginning because even the instrumentals at first were giving me some Little Mermaid vibes, and obviously the theme changed entirely. It was just a very small section at the beginning, so I was a little distracted by that. Her voice, we'll get into it, but I already love the breathiness. I love the control that I'm hearing, especially as she starts to increase air pressure and muscle tension. So here we go. Like the fact that she's starting this, it's basically just a whisper. I love this. And the consonants, the whisper in conjunction with that sound, it's just creating this incredible ambient sound.
Sampai saat ini tak terfikir olehku. Aku pernah beri rasa pada orang sepertimu. Seandainya sejak awal tak ku yakinkan diriku. Tutur kata yang sempurna tak sebaik yang kukira.
Every consonant is just so delicate, and I love hearing that when the tone of the piece matches the tone of the voice, and you get these just I don't know, it's such a beautiful moment when everything blends so beautifully, including the text, including the way a singer sings the words. Just at the end there, we got a little bit, you can almost hear that shift in placement, so we're getting a little bit more nasal resonance and a little bit more presence as well. Let me back that up.
Seandainya sejak awal tak ku yakinkan diriku. Tutur kata yang sempurna tak sebaik yang kukira. Andai ku tahu semua akan sia-sia, takkan ku terima cinta sesaatmu. Bagaimana dengan aku terlanjur mencintaimu, yang datang beri harapan lalu pergi dan menghilang, tak terfikirkan olehmu, hatiku hancur karenamu, tanpa sedikit alasan pergi tanpa berpamit.
I won't go back this time. I love the way this song is building. And part of that is the way she's approaching the vocal line. You can hear those moments when she's applying more pressure, when she's incorporating more thickness in the chords, and we can hear a little bit added muscle tension. And so you can sort of see where her voice can go and where it might go in this song, but then she like pulls it back in so quickly so that it's that beautiful, angelic, ethereal, light sound. So we're getting more air through the chords. Depending on the phrase, there are moments where it has a lot of forward placement, but then there are other moments where it just feels so warm and full, and that open pharyngeal space is so prominent. And I think it's like the tease. There are moments where you're like, ooh, this is here, it's gonna build, and then it doesn't. And I don't know, the amount of control that it takes to do that, not only vocally, but also artistically, to not just let go and to like restrain yourself in these moments. It takes a lot from an artist. And so I love hearing her do that, not only for the song and for the listeners, but also for herself. Hold on. That was such a beautiful run. I want to get the transition into that. Go back. I think I want to hear this whole section again, starting with that run, and then we got this gorgeous full tone, a lot of R&B vibes, very soulful. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Okay, now we're getting to the section that I wanted to see again. But this part, when she's in this part of her range, it's so tricky to to create the amount of presence that she has in her voice without complete chord closure. And so it really does. It takes a lot of dexterity to just find this happy balance so that you still get this full head voice sound without locking them in. And because then that's when you get a lot of the thickness in the chords and that powerful sound that we're about to hear. So to hear her just kind of linger in this place for so long, beautiful. But now that riff, and I should have seen that coming based off of the little pockets of full volume we had earlier in this piece, because it's just such a beautiful lead into this R&B sound. Here it's a little bit more conversational, so you can hear that engagement of her TA muscle. It sits in a slightly more mid-range place.
Tutur kata yang sempurna tak sebaik yang kukira. Andai ku tahu semua akan sia-sia.
I love the phrasing on that. Let me play it again.
Andai ku tahu semua akan sia-sia.
Just the fact that she was going back and forth between those same notes, and the breath came later than I probably was anticipating, but I like it. Musically, I think it's just so beautiful.
Andai ku tahu semua akan sia-sia, takkan ku terima cinta sesaatmu.
That was so faint, but to my ears, there's a bit of a crescendo there. And the ooh sound, or that vowel, helps because it's innately smaller than an open ah or a or or any of those wider vowels. But even in that moment, she locked onto that vowel, that singular vowel sound, and then I feel like it blossomed just enough so that it transitioned beautifully into that fuller sound we got next.
Akan ku terima cinta sesaatmu.
That mix, I'm gonna play this all again. I can't help it. I just keep going back. That mix, you can hear the stretch. It's just, those tiny movements. I mean, obviously the larynx, the muscles, everything, it's so tiny. And so just that tiny little stretch as she's going into mix. Anytime you're wanting to bring more weight up higher in your range, doing it slowly, incrementally, and just allowing the stretch to happen rather than kind of forcing it into place. It's such a graceful way to maneuver one's mixed voice, especially any sort of chest dominant mix or a belty mix. Again, I love the build of that entire song and just the levels we got. Obviously, a full chest mix at the end, but she still found those moments to incorporate that head more heady sound, that head voice or head dominant mix. I think what I'm most intrigued about is her agility. We got some more turns and they were so silky smooth. So you guys will have to let me know. I want to hear more of that, because especially I feel like, yeah, she's capable of a lot. There's a lot of range in this song, but toward the end, I mean, it was so good. I feel like that's sort of her bread and butter, and so I want to hear more of that agility, more songs that I think emotionally sort of provoke those riffs and runs and whatnot, because I mean, obviously you need contrast in a song and you want variety. You don't want it to be, all up here, all down here. So I appreciate that we got so much variety thanks to what she did in the beginning. But I don't know, those runs were just, they're very smooth. They were very elegant, and that makes me think she's got a lot of that inside. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation. I don't think I will ever be able to wrap my head around how many incredible singers and artists there are in the world. So thank you for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.